Hello, my name is Mark, and today we're talking about the 5 things you can do to prepare a great monologue. Now, before you go to give a monologue, it's first most important to know the text. Of course, know all of the words in the monologue, but know where it fits in the story, how it fits with the rest of the play, and know what it means. Specifically, if you're doing something like Shakespeare, you want to know what each word you're saying means and how it relates to the rest of the play. We don't want to go out there and just seem like we're reading off a text. We want to go up before people and tell a story. We want to tell a monologue in which it sounds what we know what we're talking about. And so part of knowing the text is knowing where in the monologue it fits. Is this a monologue that starts the play? Is it at the end of the play? Is it somewhere in the middle? Is it explaining character traits? Is it explaining the character's motives? Is it explaining the plot in the play? Know the text of the monologue. When you know the text of the monologue, you've got to prepare your body. There's something called the Alexander technique, which is a process of aligning the body so that when you use your voice, your body is not working against you. Everything is aligned properly and you have full control of your faculties. This goes into prep work. Third, and when you're at the monologue, you want to worry about your stance. When you go to give a monologue, is your character someone who would stand very prim and proper, like I am? Or is your character someone who would stand with one foot out to the side, which puts a kink in your body, makes it so you're not standing center in your hips? It changes your stance. It changes the subtext of the monologue. Stance is really important. It's always important to worry about your stance before you give a monologue, to set yourself up, to give a prep. And then we go into number 4, which is to breathe, to take a deep breath. To give a monologue, or to speak in general, requires that we use our lungs to force air out, which rattles our vocal cords in the shape of our mouth to speak. But we need air. We need to use our diaphragms to power our instrument, which is our body and our voice. So breathe. Pay attention to your breathing. Breathing also goes into prep work, into how you breathe when you're preparing for sleep, how you breathe when you're at work, when you're at play. Breathing is something that we can always be practicing and always preparing for before we give a monologue and during our monologue. And finally, be yourself. If you're auditioning for a part, you want to audition for a part that you're ready for, that you're capable of performing. And it helps to know yourself and to be yourself. And although we are going to an audition with a monologue to be someone else, we are also being ourselves in that process of how we represent ourselves, how we represent our character. I cannot represent a character the same way you might represent the same character. And so be yourself, be familiar with the people, with the text, and have a good time. Because art is something that we love for its beauty. Make it beautiful. Do you. Thank you.